Hello. Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Who am I? My name is Lindsay, and I'm here because God told me to be, basically. So I have a journey, I have a story that God has been calling me to share for a long time. But instead of being obedient, I've been living someone else's life. And now I'm finally doing it afraid. So I'm here on this YouTube and hoping to maybe inspire some others to begin uncomfortable, to begin without perfection, to begin without knowing what it's going to look like. Not because I figured it out. I'm literally in this moment doing this with nervous excitement, but because I'm on the journey. And I'm sure many can relate to that, to feeling like there's something more, like God is calling you to do something else and you're playing it safe, remaining a bud when you should be a flower, or just feeling out of touch with who you know God has called you to be. I've done that for 20 years, almost 20 years. I have lived someone else's life. I have played the role of an accountant, even though I'm really an artist, a creator, a healer, and I've known this my whole life. But fear and doubt had me bound, had me being, let's call it what it is, disobedient. And the only difference between now and 5 years ago, and 2 years before that, and 10 years before that, when I was constantly searching for something more, the only difference is that I decided to just do it anyway, to just obey, because it became more uncomfortable to resist than to just do it. And that says a lot for me because being in front of this camera, being on social media was never something that I saw for myself. I would even ask God, like, are you sure that you want me to do this and not something else? But He kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to the point where I would be up at night, to the point where I would feel just congested. Can anyone relate to that feeling? Just feeling stuffed, like full of something that you need to release. And so here I am. And I thought about it. I said, well, this has been a long 20 years of knowing that I was out of place. And so, what do you do when you feel like you're in the wilderness? You search, you wander, you collect a lot of data, a lot of nuggets, a lot of wisdom. And because I've been a gatherer for all these years, I've got knowledge to share now. So maybe it was all a part of the plan. Who knows? Knowledge about spiritual awareness, self awareness, about being rooted in faith, about honoring your temple, about self care and just self development and mastering one's mind, self mastery. And so here I am deciding to just do it afraid and maybe share some of those things with you. What else? So I'm an accountant currently, but I'm also a person who values authenticity and simplicity. I'm on this journey to live a much simpler life. Um, Vitality and living long, healthy lives is a big thing for me as well. Nutrition is huge for me. I am plant based. Um, Recently started dabbling in a little bit of pescatarianism, but I've been plant based for the past 10 years. So that is a high value of mine as well. And so when I look back at my 20 years of life, I realize that God has given me kind of an umbrella of sorts. You know, everything that I've gathered fits under this idea of wellness. And it's something I've been living, but been living privately. You know, my friends and family, that sort of thing as well. But ultimately, I have gifts and talents, and knowledge that I'm meant to share. And so, in obedience, let's start sharing and evolving and growing and moving into our more authentic selves. So, here I am. And I'm hoping that, I'm prayerful that this will resonate with some of you and that maybe you too are seeking a more authentic life and that maybe we can share in our journey together. Thanks for listening to my intro. I'm hoping that some of that might have resonated with you. And if so, maybe stick around, maybe like, maybe subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.